Man, I tell you, YouTube does not like me anymore. I had all the description and everything typed in, and then all of a sudden it locked up on me and wouldn't let me do anything. That's why I'm a little bit late. And then I realized that I went back into a few of my previous ones, and the description is not there. It's kind of crazy. And this is not pulling up on the computer. Bear with me, guys, if you're here and not saying anything. Or if you're here and saying something, I'll get there in a minute. Trying to let this computer pop up. There we go. Well, it looks like the description's there now, so that's good. Native Warrior, yo! Man, ha! Wait till you see. Did you watch my video yet? I'm pretty sure you were the one talking about the spearhead. And wait till you see what I did. Serpent Silver, yo, what's up? Good evening, Kevin Hawthorne. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Stopping by. Get to use my new, man, I had a new one. But it wouldn't let me print it. The new one says capital currency down here, and it has a CC up here. But we'll get there at some point. Carol Clark, hello. You seen it? Yeah, man, that thing is awesome. Now you see how that broke up at the top. That piece broke. But look what I did. Huh? Come on. That thing is nice. It's about 4 ounces. And there's this little mark here, but that's actually on the piece. I don't know if you can see it there, but I don't know if they dropped it or what happened. But this is an actual spearhead that I found 2 foot in the ground, so I know it's authentic. And man, I really like it. I thought about maybe trying to shine it up, but I like it like this with the dull silver shine look. I'm into that. But anyway, try to let some more people get in here before I put something like that up. This is so last minute, man. I've been talking about it for a couple weeks, but I was gonna push it back, and then I realized that somebody else had said something about a video, although I never saw their video. But Seven Stack said she did a shout out, and I saw that, and I was like, man, I gotta freaking go live. I can't just push it back. I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna do it. I've been working my tail off all day yesterday, all day today, trying to get stuff done. I still need to write up C.O.As, so there is that. I'm not going to be able to show you the C.O.As on certain things, but, you know, I'm getting there. I do have C.O.As up for some of the other stuff. I did write a C.O.A up for this piece. Check that out. Prototype, almost 4 ounces. Man, my neighbors are having a good time. I hear music like crazy. So the weight, I wrote it up, but I still got to write the weight up. Day of the Dead totem is what I called it, because it's kind of like a totem pole with the Day of the Dead type of skulls. And you know what's funny about this one is when I toned it, I kind of took too much off of the nose. Like you couldn't really see it, right? And even the star, I did a little too much, so I went back and in between the stars, I put little dots, and then I put a bunch here. I was using a toothpick, and then in this nose too, trying to get it back. But I think it turned out pretty good. It's a heavy piece too. Right this way, 3.79 OZT. All right, so at least I got that one written up. Girl, you got to get out of here. Come on. No kitties allowed. No kitties allowed. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube is doing with my descriptions. At least it's there now. Let me know if you guys can see my description. I can see it on the computer, but I always thought it was working before. Bob, what's happening? 7Stacks, what's up? Anyway, if you guys didn't see this, you like that? Isn't that cool? My mother found that somewhere and brought it to me. Little prospector. I thought that'd be cool to have in the background all the time. Uh-oh, 7Stacks. I haven't had the internet down, but YouTube, that's why I'm a little bit late getting started, because I had everything typed in and it locked up on me and I had to escape out and start over. I put a bunch of hashtags in first before I typed in the description. I don't know if that was just too much information going on there. So I ended up doing that last, but yeah, we got some new pieces, we got some older pieces. We have got the thing I've been talking about I want to have in every auction. So we got a stamp on it. This one, it wasn't perfect on the back there, but I got it as flat as I could and then stamped it, so the stamp looks amazing. So I'm pretty happy with this. It's got that wood look to it, the wood grain. This side is awesome. So yeah, we are going to sold with this bad boy. Chief Stack, what's up? I appreciate you guys coming in. I wish I had made a video a week ago letting you guys know. The problem is with making a video is I like to show you guys what I'm going to be putting up, at least when it comes to the pours, because, you know, you're going to want to see something and come in for that, right? But I didn't have anything completed until today. Like, about an hour and a half ago, I had most everything done. This was the Griffin. Look at that. I love this piece. I stamped 3/9 fine on the back, but I didn't go any further because it's so thin. Even that bent it, and I had to bend it back, and I just didn't want things getting crazy. But everything comes with a C.O.A, so. And then I had a cross that I found at my grandmother's house when she passed away, hanging on the wall. And on that cross, it had this. And so it sucks because I had to drill out the two. They weren't even screws. It's like a rivet almost thing. So I had to drill out the two rivets, and then it had a big hole. So I tried to fill this hole in with glue, and you can see it. You know, it got a little weird there. I probably could have flattened that out a little bit more, but hey, it adds weight to it, right? And then this, we do have a little bit of an error on the bottom here. You see, I tried to stamp that 3/9 fine. Then I realized that I was doing it on the thin part, and I was trying to hit it at the thick spot. So, yeah. A little bit of an error there, but man, this is a piece that's close to my heart. I really like this one. Came straight from my grandmother's place. And then I ran this one through the tumbler. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. This was a copper round. And I stuck it down in the sand extra far, so it ended up being 2.5 ounces. Those white spots is my my finger being colder than the metal, I guess. But 2.5 ounces. It's actually 2.59, I think. It was pretty close to 2.6, if I'm not mistaken. And I threw this in a tumbler a little bit longer, too. It's a symbol. That's 2.5 ounces as well. 2.49, actually. And I stamped the CC on it with the weight and everything. It's got the wood grain on the back, which is kind of cool. You don't usually see a wood grain on the back of a symbol, right? And then we got the poker chips. So this is the prototype. It's a little pitty, but I kind of like that. It looks like it's been used, you know what I mean? One of those pieces that got bet with a lot. So we got that one. Then we got the number 1. and I managed. No, that's the number 2. I managed to stamp the top, so that's the number 1. So if I have your poker chip, we're gonna. I tell you what, we're gonna take $5 off. If I have your poker chip, which I have 5 of them, 5 different people's poker chips. If I have your poker chip, I'll take $5 off. And then this is number 2. But I only have the prototype in 1 and 2. So 7 stacks. I know you're going to be waiting for that number 7. And you are somebody that can get $5 off. But anyway, that's what I wanted to make a video too showing everybody the poker chips that I got. I was going to do like a mail call poker chip video because I got another one in yesterday. And then I was going to make that video and then say, by the way, I have these poker chips. This is what I'm doing. But I didn't get there. That's why I almost pushed this back till next week. But I'd like to get another one done within the next 2 or 3 weeks anyway. I'm trying to get enough funds together to buy a decent amount of shot. So, but then, spot price is being ridiculous right now. Going up and down. Well, going up and not really coming that much down. So I'm trying to wait till it at least gets below 30, see what happens. Every time it goes up, especially when it goes up a lot, you guys know it always comes back down. Damn, we went from 11 to 7 pretty quick. Kind of want to at least have 10 people in here before I start trying to auction anything off. JK, what's going on? Tooly, what were you talking about in that email? Were you talking about the poker chip? Did I say that the first one kind of sucked? She was like, do not talk down about your pores. And I hear you. I'm with you. I shouldn't do that. So anyway, we got 10 likes. That's awesome. Appreciate you guys. We got a few things for giveaways. So you guys remember the last time I found some 4-leaf clovers? And I found 2 more. The problem is I didn't let them dry all the way before I put them into the sleeve. So they're kind of brown. But if you guys are interested, I will give these away. It's still good luck, right? And I put the sticker on the inside sleeve so that it doesn't end up... Those aren't the greatest stickers. It doesn't have that like extra layer on them like the big ones do. But this is a nice one too. It was so big. I was so proud of myself for finding that one. Trying to give some luck to everybody. And yeah, they went brown on me. What I did is I set them flat like this and I put a box on top. Well, last time I had a smaller box. And this box was really big, so the air just wasn't getting to them enough. And turned them a little bit brown. But if you guys are still into it, I'll still give them away. Let me know what you think. I'll hound you down. I hear that. I know. I'm a perfectionist, and I'm my own worst critic. I've always been like that, and I need to not do that. I agree, 100%. So anyway, today this is the payment methods, just like always. I do PayPal, friends and family, or Zelle. Unless somebody wants to send cash, that's all good. You can do that. Of course, I would have to wait to get it before I could send it out, just to make sure everything, it came to me. Or even like a money order or something would probably work. I know there's certain people that don't necessarily like to put their name out there. Granted, I would never tell anybody anybody's name, so feel free that anything you do with me is between us. But at the same time, I understand. So just wanted to throw that out there. In case you guys can't see, I'm going to read off what I write down for like rules and everything. It must be 18 years of age to enter giveaways or bid and live in the United States unless previously discussed. If you're new, email capitalcurrency.99999@gmail.com before bidding. That way I know who you are, and just email me your username on YouTube. And that's really all I ask. That way it's just easy. If something happens, I have a way to track you down. And luckily, this is the fourth auction, five total that I've done, and even a video that I put out where I sold some stuff. And I've never had anybody back out. I've never had anybody bid and not follow through. So far, luck is on my side, and I appreciate that. You guys have been awesome. So I feel like I don't have to say some of this, but at the same time, you know, shipping is $6 unless we upgrade to a bigger box, which will be $10. It's usually a little over 10, but whatever. And I said here too, if anyone doesn't follow through after bidding, you will be banned, because that's kind of messed up to do that to somebody. I also understand things happen, and if it takes, if you need some extra time to pay, just let me know, right? I'm fine with figuring things out, right? All payments must be made 24 hours after live stream ends. Gift certificates can be used for any pour. So if you have a gift certificate, there's plenty of $10 gift certificates out there that they're good for 2 years, the first ones, and then I did it for a year. So there's plenty of those out there. If you have one, you can use it at any time in any auction. All giveaways must be claimed 24 hours after live stream ends, and you must email me that you won and your address, because I've had a few people actually not follow through. So really, if I go by the rules, you know, I shouldn't send that stuff out. But I am holding on to a few things because I will ship it eventually. I know that I'll probably end up shipping something to these people, so I'm just holding on to it, even though they didn't claim it. But yeah, you just got to make sure you claim everything. And then what do we got after that? Oh, all pours come with a C.O.A. and come in a drawstring bag with a sticker. At least one sticker. I've been doing magnets and other stuff too, but I am starting to run a little bit low, but you know, we'll see. Especially if you guys are bidding something up and you paid a decent amount for something, I'm going to throw in some extra stuff. All giveaways must be cleaned 24 hours after live stream ends. Every bidder must email. This is the most important thing, because people still don't do this sometimes. Every bidder, if you win a bid, you must email me your YouTube name, your payment method name, your total with shipping, and shipping address within 24 hours after the live stream ends. It just makes it so much easier, because I like to, when I'm done within a day or two, I like to send you guys what you bought and what it cost and make sure we're on the same page, right? So, you know, even though I write it all out, you know, it comes with a piece of paper. Like whenever you get a ticket from me, right? I write everything up so that you know what you paid for everything. I think that's important. I like that when people do it, so that's what I try to do, although it's very time consuming. But I like doing that, so I do that. But I also email you what your total was as well, unless you beat me to the punch, and I'll just be like, all right, we're on the same page. Cool. But anyway, now that all that's out of the way, I feel good. Rhonda, what's happening? Okay, Bob, I'll have a number 4 coming soon. But I did see that you said, what does it say? Not buying, just watching. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't have chips to send back. I haven't got chips made. I wanted to make my own in silver. So I actually had somebody make a mold up for me out of resin. And so these are all sand casted. Man, my throat is killing me. I feel like I've been screaming all day. Sorry, that was a while ago. I'm always late to these comments. JK says Tully wants to know if you take a postal money order. Yes, that works for me. Rhonda, I hope you feel better. Big hugs and love to you as well. Yeah, I somebody was doing a money order last time I was sending stuff out. I didn't even know the post office did that. I thought you had to go to 7-Eleven for that. But you're gonna have to know my name, so it's gonna have to be to my name, not capital currency. I don't have a bank account set up with capital currency, but we can work that out. Yes, everybody send a prayer up for Rhonda. Daniel, what's going on? Easy to mail. Some things. Some things. I tell you what, too, guys. If anybody's got a package from me, you can leave a comment. Was it a good package? Because I package everything up, every individual piece. I tape things. I make sure it's either bubbled or some kind of protective thing around each piece. And then I'll put all those together, and then I'll put that, and then I tape up the outside of the package too. I probably go a little too far, but I will say every time I do one of these, I usually go through at least one full roll of tape, shipping tape. Tuli, I use the PO money order from time to time and have never had to ID. It's a PO money order, so what is it, like a PO box money order? I don't know how that works. See, as far as I know, whenever you would get like a money order, it was like from 7-Eleven and you would take it to somebody. I've never actually mailed a money order out, but like it's not from you, it's from a bank and it's just to a certain person. So even if you do have to show your ID, I don't think, I mean, they're getting the cash for it anyway, so I don't know why they would even need that. But I promise you guys, I'm not going to tell your name to anybody. You do not have to worry about that with me. I'm not a stalker. I'm not any kind of a person that does sinister stuff through computers. I I can barely type in a freaking comment half the time. So I just want to throw that out there. I am a very trustworthy person. That's probably my number one in life. You can trust me. So I do want to throw that out there. But anyway, I know people are, weird about certain things, and that's fine. I get it. I was too for a long time. I didn't show my face for a long time. I didn't tell people my name for a long time. So, I get it. Sorry if I missed anybody. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up on these comments, but Gilbert, hello. Shalom. Daniel, you feeling kind of ill? Yeah, something's going around, I think. Seven Stack says great packaging. She knows what's up. Robber or a thief? Yeah, that's not me, Daniel. I can tell you that much. Oh, that's cool, Tooly Tooly. Yeah, that's what you need. The yardage, man. I'm telling you. The dollar store tape sucks. The tape at the post office is amazing because when you pull it out, it doesn't do that, that nasty sound it makes all the time. So when it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm trying to get packages together, I'm not waking anybody up by that pulling of the tape sound. But yeah, it's pretty funny. 949, what's going on? I have honest looking eyes. I think so. Little baby blues. Oh, okay, 7 stacks. Yeah, I didn't know about that. I don't know how all that stuff works. I know you like privacy, Tuli Tuli. Look, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. And until I started trying to get my pores out there, I didn't tell anybody anything about me. Never showed my face, nothing like that. But you know, trying to get something going here, so I got to do it. But I understand. Anyway, so we got 16 people here. Why don't we get going doing something? I was thinking about maybe these SMI rounds. I don't know if you guys are into these. You guys like buffaloes? We can do a bin on these. I don't usually touch. Hold on, let me get some gloves because I don't like touching. I don't like touching my silver, man. I'm one of those people. I'm so anal when it comes to that stuff. Like, as soon as I get things like this, it either stays in the tube or it goes into another, either flip or whatever. So you guys know when you get stuff from me that it's always pristine. I haven't had a complaint yet. But anyway, the back of this has that, I guess it's like a black light. Something pops up there. So I don't know if I want to melt these down. I'd almost rather let them go and then maybe buy some shot. I think I want to get an electric furnace too because I've got rained out so many times over the past 2 weeks. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to pour a lot more. And that's why I almost pushed it back a week too because I'm so late. But anyway, I got some of those. If anybody's interested, we can probably do something like that. You didn't miss nothing, Joseph. I haven't started doing anything yet, but I appreciate you stopping in. Just been kind of talking about everything and how everything's going and what we're doing here. You got the scars to prove it, Daniel? Damn, that sucks. I've got some aluminum I'm thinking about doing. Actually, I did pour aluminum. I totally forgot about it. I found these little aluminum chunks. I mean, I don't know what they weigh because aluminum's so light. But I did melt some down and try to pour at one point. And I've been collecting a lot of aluminum. Every time I see a soda can, I pop the top off and I throw it into a bin. LAP Coins, what's going on? The mic sounds nice. That's just the phone. That's good. You know, I do have a microphone, but I can't plug it in because then I can't have it charging. So that kind of sucks. But I got a new, and it was cheap, man. I got it off of TikTok. It was like under 10 bucks, I think, or right around 10 bucks. And that thing sounds amazing. And you get 2 microphones with it. But anyway, I just have that kind of voice. You know what I'm saying? Man, I should play you guys a song that I've been working on. I can't do it. I'm not at that point yet. One day, I'm going to play you guys some music. In case you didn't know, right now, that's all the stuff I got. I've been putting up here and there. There's some new stuff too. But in case you didn't know, I am in my studio. Kind of do it all. I even got a DJ set up over here. But in case anybody wants to see what's happening here, this is some of the newer pieces and some of the older pieces too. So if you see anything that you're interested in, let me know and I'll try to put that up first. Now I'm knocking everything over. But yeah. I love music. I love guitar. I love drums. Not the greatest at singing, but I try. I've made a few tracks in my time. Hopefully we can remember to sold today. That's going to be up for auction at the end of the auction. I'm going to make one for every auction and then auction it off at the end. And if it doesn't sell, I'm just going to save it for later. I think we need to do a giveaway, because I like to start things out with a giveaway. And I was thinking something that's easy to give away is something like that I could put into a man, that glare is kind of terrible. I guess it's going to happen no matter what I do here. But I can put that in an envelope and not have to worry about paying all that extra for shipping. Because I tell you, man, I try to give stuff away and all of a sudden I'm paying $6 to ship it. It's like, what the hell? I try to put stuff in envelopes, but at the same time, I don't like to do that all the time. 210 stacks, what's going on? I put everything, all the rules, regulations, all that, everything's down in the description. But basically, PayPal, friends and family, or Zelle. That's what I'm working with right now. But yeah, this thing has some folds in it. It's not perfect, but it's free. So, let me find my papers here. And we're going to start this off with at least a giveaway, right? That's what we got to do. What time is it? We're 45 minutes. Well, I was late anyway. We're about at least a half hour in, and I haven't even put anything up yet. So let me know if you guys see anything that you're into. Yeah, everybody subscribe to each other. We got a great community here. I tell you, a lot of the people that come into this channel are always top-notch people. I can't think of anybody that hangs out in my live streams. And if you don't know, I live stream every Tuesday and Thursday, usually trying to pour something or hanging out, shooting the shit, whatever. I did a coin roll hunt last week, actually. That's the first time I coin roll hunted in like 2 years. But top-notch people. Everybody that's a part of this community is amazing, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So, shout out to you guys because you're awesome. Insta is a whole nother story. Yeah, man, there's some douchers over there, isn't there not? I mean, there's a few around here too. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some people on YouTube that I would never, give the time of day. But for the most part, YouTube is good for the most part. But this community here, like Capital Currency, the people that hang out with me are all great people. I can't think of one person that is not amazing. Mega Silver Stacker, what's going on? You look like somebody new. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Yes, I antiqued the Griffin. Let me show you. This thing is freaking awesome. I love this thing. You know, I had to leave this in liver of sulfur for about 2 hours so that it would get all the way down into the bottom, man. And then I took a toothpick. I brought it out, took a toothpick, and started putting it into the little creases to get all the darkness, in the bottom in certain places. Like up here, that just would not get dark. So I took a toothpick and kept putting it in there, and eventually it got looking nice. But yeah, look at that bad boy. Come on, man. I outdid myself on this one. I really like this. I had this kind of darker at first, and I ended up hitting it and lighting it up, and I tried to make the tail lighter than that. But yeah, it really popped when that was dark. But then there was just too much darkness kind of on one side. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. I'm definitely going to do more of these. This is the prototype, but there will be at least a number 1 and 2 at some point. All right, if I missed any comments or anything, just leave a comment again. Don't feel like I'm purposefully ignoring anything. I don't read that well anyway. I am dyslexic. I always say it because it's important to talk about. Because I don't read like most people do. I'm a little slow. And, it is what it is. But anyway, I do try to at least go back and read whenever I can. So I'm just saying, if I miss anything, just type it again. We're going to do something here. I got to make sure I use my chat bar here. Bear with me tonight. I'm not used to typing. I usually have somebody else doing the typing for me, and she can't make it tonight. So I'm going to be a little bit slower than normal because I'm not used to doing that. But we will be good. So whenever I do giveaways, what I do is I write a number down. I'll stick it here, wait a couple minutes, give you guys time to pick a number, 1 through 100. Closest without going over wins. Unless it's a low number and nobody is underneath of that number, it'll be the closest the other way, if that makes any sense. Daniel, numbers, I always switch them. So I always have to look at numbers like 2 or 3 times to make sure it's right because I'm dyslexic. So I always look at the right side of a word first before I read it. Not to mention, when I look at numbers, I tend to swap them a lot of times. It happens. Fridays are my brain dead day. I hear that. Yeah, man, short bus slow. I'm not short bus. I'm not that slow. but yeah. I, wa- I wasn't the one licking the window when you saw the short bus driving by or anything, but definitely had a few extra teachers throughout my years. But what's crazy is about people that are dyslexic. You kind of have special powers when it comes to other parts of life. So I wouldn't trade it. Serpent Silver, what's going on? You got the cross out? Oh, you don't collect any currency? What do you collect? 949. Let me know what you collect, and I'll make sure I put something up for you. I wanted to make a video. I mean, I was gonna do some unboxings this week, man, and I never got there because I've got quite a few pieces I'd like to put up. And then I was looking at what I paid for them, and I'm like, oh man, I might have to lose money on some of these. The numbers are 1 through 100. Oh, LAP coins. I do have. I 3D printed the Fight Club soap bar. I did, but it was. I don't know if it was too small. The sand was sticking in between the letters really bad, so I never tried it again. I didn't even try to pour it because I just so much of the sand pulled out or got stuck that I didn't even try it again. But I think now that I'm using Duff Clay, I might be able to pull that off. So I am going to try that. So if you're into that, that's probably a 3 to 4 ounce piece because it's pretty thick. But yeah, I did print that at one point. What is this doing? Come on, man. Yeah, Gilbert had 45. Daniel. Gilbert had 45. Oh, he just said that. Just pick another number real quick. Oh, okay. Well, then we're good. Thank you, Tully Tully. I guess we can type that, huh? What do we have? What do we have here? 44. 45 was close. That's over, though. So 43 LAP coins. Congrats. Right? I don't see anything that matched that, and that was the closest without going over. So nice. And what I like about it is I can put that in an envelope and it's easy shipping. Put that on the table and let's get going with something. What are you guys into? What do you want me to put up first? I got 17 people in here. I'm gonna try to remember to use this. If you like this, at the end of the night, this will be up for sale. And actually, I do want to weigh it. Giveaway 1 bill. I'm making sure I write down the giveaways on this sheet of paper too. I didn't do that on the last one and it got a little confusing sometimes. So the bottom is 1.9. This might be 2 ounces. 2.05. This is the heaviest one I've had. So 2.75. You want a birthday cake when you were 9? Just saying. Hey, we've all won something at some point, right? But yeah, that's cool. I need to rate. What did I just say? 2.09? I think when I weigh these things, I need to write it down. That way I have it a little easier later. 2.05. I'm going to put that on a C.O.A. because I never wrote that up. 2.05. Gavel. And we'll finish the rest later. Next Saturday's your birthday, Joseph? My birthday is in a few days, in about 2 weeks. So what do you say we send each other something? How about you send me a 1 ounce something, and I'll send you a 1 ounce something, just a round or something like that, and then we can trade for our birthday. Let me know if you're down with that. That'd be kind of fun. All right, so what did you guys want to do here? You want to get into the poker chip? Somebody said poker chip. I can do that. Yeah, but you know what else can kill a werewolf? If you stab him with that, that's what'll kill a werewolf. It's not the sharpest piece because that's how I found it, but that'll kill a werewolf. All right, so like I said before, anybody that has a poker chip, I'm going to take $5 off if I have your poker chip. I only have 5 people's poker chips right now. So, if you guys are interested, this is the prototype. See a little P right there. Looks a little weathered. I actually ran this one through the tumbler, and I kept it shiny on the edges. But I was trying to get it to match the other ones a little bit, which are kind of more like that dull look that I really like. So we need to weigh this. Let's see what we got here. I think this is 1.25. 1.24. And I'm going to keep C.O.A. right here. 1.24 prototype. Poker chip. I have to go back and look in that live stream to see when I poured it to get the exact date. $6 shipping. $5 is never enough. I tried to do $5 and nobody ever had $5. It's usually around 6. Sometimes it's even more than that. 6 to 7 is usually about where we're at right now. So, so anyway, what do we got here? I'm not now, guys. You know, I've been putting stuff up pretty cheap, and I gave a lot of chances for people to pick up some of my pours at a really cheap price. It's not going to be quite that now. I got to take it up a little bit, but you know, we'll see what happens. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. But $35 an ounce was just way too cheap, especially now with spot price being crazy to get more shot. You know, I mean, it's like I got to make some money, so just understand that. Anyway, dang, I was thinking something. It came out 49. I tell you what, we'll start this at 45. I think that's fair. It's 1.25 here, or 1.24. I still got to sign it and do all that stuff. But we'll start that out at 45. That is the prototype. There will never be another prototype of these unless I do a different version. Yes, all that, Serpent. I wish it would go down even more. I want it to be like 25 so I can buy some shot. That's what I'm looking for. Because I'm at just under $30 for my average cost of shot. So we got Tuli Tuli at 45. We got 7 stacks at 47. And then JB came in at 49. JB, I think you're new. Make sure you send me an email with your username, JB, so I know who you are. Just send me an email real quick so I know you. Oh, I kind of forgot Rhonda wasn't here. Hold on. My bad, guys. So we'll put this down, going once. Everything is 3/9 fine. That's all I've ever used. It's all 3/9 fine silver. I was actually thinking about getting some 4/9 fine just to see what that's all about. Going twice. Oh, 7 stacks comes in at 50. So I think what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to start over. We'll do going once again if somebody bids. And then anybody that wants to do... 99 is better, trust me. Too soft? I mean, it's not that much of a difference. How can it be? You think it's softer? I wouldn't even think that was an issue, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, if you're saying it, I'm sure you know. I've never even thought about that before, to be honest with you. So what we'll do, I usually try to start over because, everybody's got different internets, and I feel bad trying to, like, do the whole sniping thing. So I will start it over once, and then you're going to have to kind of figure the timing out a little bit, but I'll do going once, going twice, last call, sold on the next one. I don't want this to be too drawn out, so I'm going to try to get going here. I need to get a video where it does a countdown. That's what I really want to have. But I'm just going live on YouTube. I'm not using OBS like I wanted to. But we'll get there. I have everything set up. For some reason, it doesn't let me go live. Dimebag Coins, what's going on? It's been a while. Last call. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold. So that was JB at 51. JB, make sure you email me with your username, JB, so that I know who you are. And then at the end of the live stream, you're going to email me with your username, your payment method name, your address, and your total. And sold. Done already forgot. What the hell? I'm going to go back and look because I want to put the date on because I poured this live. So I'm going to go back and put the date from that live stream. So I'll come back to that when it comes to the C.O.A. Along with this one too. So here is the number one. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this one's less. I do remember that now. I don't know why it would be a whole point off from the last one because it's a sandcast, but it happens. 1.15. Serial number 1. Shit, I gotta rewrite this one. I'm glad I got 1,000 of these because I'm constantly messing these damn C.O.As up. I'm about to write Pocker chip. Here, I'll show you the back. So that's the front. I got so much detail, you can even see that line going through the middle of it. This was a nice one. And it says number 1 right there. And we'll start this one at 45 as well. What's this thing doing? Hold on, actually, let me, yeah. Man, this is tough with Rhonda not being here. All right, so chip number 1, 45. I'm going to start them all at 45, even though this one's a little bit less than the other. The other one was a prototype, so. We got Serpent Silver at 45. Oh, 46. 7 stacks came in at 45, and then Serpent Silver came in at 46. Well, like, Mega, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour them and then auction them off. So anything that has like the channel stuff on it, it's all auction pieces. I don't sell them like that. At some point I might do something like that, but for now, no. You have to get it in the live streams. I think my buddy Spokane Silver Stacker wanted to get one of the CC channel rounds that I did, and I was like, well, I can sell you number 11, but 1 through 10 I'm going to auction off, so. Going once to Serpent Silver for 46. And I'm going to find the dates on these too, because I know I have dates when I poured these. You guys were there watching it happen. So we're going once to 46. Okay. Going twice. Lost Wax, yeah. Tuli comes in at 50. So we are going to start this over. 51 is Serpent. So we'll give it a minute. I'm missing these comments, I think, a little bit, guys. So, like I said, make sure you keep saying it if I forget something. I told you got to wait for 7. Yeah, I'm going to do 7. That will be coming probably at the next auction. Have you ever heard of wax casting? Yes, Lost Wax. That is very expensive to get into, but something I will do at some point. Yes, man. Mega number 5 is kind of my lucky number. I buy everything 5. Tuli comes in at 52. I also have a numismatic note that I want to sell as well. I have a 1934 Chicago $10 banknote that's ungraded. Okay. Serpent Silver comes in at 53. We fighting again, Tuli. I gotta tell you, I love it when you guys fight. Of course, I guess anybody would, duh. But it's kind of a high to like watch you guys do that stuff. I will say. All right, let me start this. Because now, if you guys want to do some sniping, it's coming. Like, I want to try to do it the same as I did on the last one. I'll do a bit of a countdown. Hopefully, you time that out a little bit. Pistol Packing Pilot, what's up? Appreciate you stopping in. I got my poker chip up here. I got one more after this, and that's it. So there will be, this is number one, and then number two is coming up next. Everybody's doing their poker chips, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make one in silver. So I'm going to say, last call. And once I do that, I give it a couple seconds. I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold. Damn, Gilbert Rogers comes in at 69. I appreciate that. Chip number one. Gilbert Rogers, make sure you send me an email, because I don't know if you've got anything from me. So send me an email with your name, Gilbert Rogers, so I know who you are. And then just follow all the rules. That's all we got to do. It's all good. Sold. I got to remember to do that as I hit sold. It's going to happen. I'm going to get there, guys. I'm going to do this right at some point. I promise. You know what? Now we got to do a giveaway soon. We're going to do this, and we're going to do another giveaway. So this is number 3. In my personal opinion, this is the best one. Hold off on the next one. Wow, what's happening? What did I miss? You're in a premiere? All right. Well, if you're interested, she was bidding on that. So we'll go to something else for now. I'll tell you what, this is something that's pretty cool. I got to weigh it, though, because I'm not sure what this weighs. It was over an ounce. So I had one of these, and I sold the first one to Silver Oceans. That was my first auction. And basically, it was only a half, right? It was pushed down into the sand, and I did an open pour with it. So it was only half. But now I did the whole thing. And it's stamped 3 9s on the bottom there. So let's see what it weighs. 1.24. I'll tell you what, we'll start this out at a good price too. Where is my C.O.A.s? Just want to make sure I write this weight down. 1.24 for the skull. This is a prototype because it's the full piece. So this is different from the one Ocean's got. We'll start this. Starting bid. I wish this thing would do what I tell it to do. What the fuck? What am I doing? Guys, you can tell I usually have somebody else doing this. Michael, what's going on? I don't have my help today, so I'm a little bit out of it. Starting bid, $40. For a pour, not even $10 over spot. I think that's a good price. This is a really cool piece. I'm gonna try to remember to use this. I think this turned out pretty good, Michael. I had to do a lot of filing on the top and the bottom because I had some sand that popped out, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it anyway. But yeah, this will be up for auction at the end of the night if anybody's interested. hold up. What? Reach out. Oh God, what happened? What you doing? So I see that no bid from Gilbert. What the hell? Thought I was doing a giveaway. All right, thank you. So never mind. Let's start over here. You thought I was doing a giveaway, and now Tully Tully's in a premiere. This is kind of a shit show, is it not? All right, Michael. Hold up, hold up. Everybody's like, hold up. You won the poker chip? Yeah, I mean, if everybody else here is fine with that, Tully Tully won for 55. I am fine with that. Let me know if somebody has a problem with it, and we'll go from there. But I don't know who would, so we should be good, Tully Tully. Sorry, guys, I didn't see that. No, I haven't poured 5 chips, Mega. I've only poured 3. I have number 1 and 2 and the prototype. I was trying to get more done, I just didn't have enough time. I am way far back from these. Alright. So, Tully Tully, yeah, you won. Everybody's telling me what's happening. Mix up. Okay. Just pay attention, guys. It's all good. Mistakes happen. At least we know what's up. So, yeah, that's cool. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to start it over. 55 is good. The first one was 51. 55. I'm okay with that. And then, so are we ready to do the third one? You guys want to do number 2? And I'll send it to Serpent Silver. Say what? It's fine, Gilbert. Just pay attention to what's happening. That's all. I will do more giveaways, but whenever there's a giveaway, I'm going to say pick a number, whatever, through whatever, go. So always look for that. So it's all good. 1 mistake is all good. 2 mistakes, we might have to have a talk. Yeah, Mega, it'll probably be in like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna have another auction in like 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm gonna try to have 10 done up to number 10. But I'm at least gonna have up to number 7 because I know 7 stacks one's number 7. I can feel it. I can feel her burning a hole in me. Like, do 7. All right. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go? You want to do the number 2? Let's go to number 2. Are you still in the premiere? Actually, hold on. I did want to say, if you guys want to gift things to other people, figure out who's paying the shipping. Am I paying the shipping? Are you paying the shipping? Is the person receiving the gift paying the shipping? I feel like that's probably how it should be. But it's all good. But we need to think about that for the future. Because what if people come in here and everybody like gifts all this shit everywhere? I'm like, damn, I'm paying $50 to ship all this stuff out. It's cool. Serpent is all good. So I'm going to pay that shipping. But I'm just saying, I think that's something I need to think about in the future. Let me write down here. Hold on. Send to serpent. All right. Cool. All good. Oh, you know what? That's what I needed. Hold on, guys. So we got JB and we got serpent. Okay. I need to put these little sticky notes on the pieces so I make sure it's easy later. I feel like, I hope you guys are okay. I feel like I'm like so unorganized here because I'm used to somebody typing everything in. It's like really throwing me off. But let's do, we'll do number 3. I mean number 2, the third one, but number 2. In my opinion, the nicest looking one. So we're gonna start that off. I'm just gonna put starting bid and what it is. So starting bid 45. For a damn good looking poker chip. And actually, Tuli, that's going to be 50 because I have your, unless you want to pay the 55 and get one for yourself later. It's up to you. Let me know what you want to do when it comes to the $5 off because I have your poker chip. 7 stacks comes in at 45. You can take the $5 off now or later, Tuli. It doesn't matter. Going once. Seven stacks is at 45, looking for 46. Serpent Silver comes in at 46. So we start over one time. 7 stacks comes back in at 47. Chip number 2. Serpent comes back at 48. Appreciate you guys. I was, I was starting my other ones at 35. Of course, those weren't sand casts, but I felt bad like making it an extra $10. But even at 45, it's probably low for the work I put into it, to be honest. But I was like, man, I wonder if anybody's gonna bid, and you guys are, so I appreciate that. Yes, this is the new chip. This is the last one. This is number 2. This is the last chip. I'm going to be making more. I'm going to have 3 through 10, hopefully. At least 3 through 7 on the next go round in a couple weeks. So yeah, if you want this one, get your bid in. Because we are almost about to go once again. Serpent Silver's at 48. And I'll give it a second because you said that. Or you can snipe in a minute. Never a 14. JK, there will be 14s, I promise. On everything I've done, there'll be 14s. It's coming. It just takes time. I'm still kind of new to this, right? I've only been selling pours for a couple months now. But we'll get there. There'll be plenty of 14s. All right, going once. Snipers, get ready. Actually, I only have to do 12, 13, and 14 on the toned ones, the CC rounds I did. I mean, JK, once we get up over 10, if you want to buy 14, as long as I make a couple beforehand, so I have them and they're there and ready to go. If you want to buy 14, I can make that happen. You've done plenty for me. You're always here, and I appreciate that. So we'll figure it out. Going twice at 48, Serpent Silver. For the last poker chip of the night, 7 stacks comes in at 49. And we are going to the last call in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Congrats, 7 stacks at $49. Appreciate you. Dang, I never did write that down. We're going to do a giveaway in a second here because I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. I never even told you guys what that weighed, did I? It was pretty close to the number 1, I believe. 1.19. So a little bit heavier than the first one. It's crazy. You would think sandcast, they'd all be the same, right? But no. That's not how it works. $1.19. Oh, I can shoot over. All right. 7. I appreciate you, 7 stacks. You've been around since the beginning and always picking up something, and I really appreciate that. Where is the... There it is. So we got that. Ah! Sold. Man, I'm going to remember that. I'm telling you. No, I don't have any tone chips. I might do that at some point. And you know actually what I was thinking about, but I kind of started to do? That first poker chip, I ran it through the tumbler. So you see how it's shiny kind of on the edge? But I ended up cleaning it up because I wanted it to look like the other ones. And it's still shinier than the others, even though I did clean it up some. Like with a brush. It makes it a little bit dull. So I was thinking, like, if this circle here and the little indents were shiny and this was dull, that would look kind of cool. But it didn't really do what I thought it was going to do. But that's what I was trying to do with that one. Just to make it a little bit different than the 1 and 2. But for the future, once I get 10 out of these, I'll probably do 10 toned. And try to get those cool, like, purples and, you know, greens and all that. Like this. I made this for somebody. I can't remember who asked, but somebody asked me if I had any of these toned bars left. Because they wanted to have one with a CC on it. I'm not sure who that was. It was in a live stream, but if anybody's interested in this one, we can put this up. I don't know if you're here. If you're here, let me know. That wasn't you, was it, Serpent? Oh, it's 210. Well, 210's here. Is that what you were asking about the other day in that live stream? You want me to throw this up real quick? Here, we're going to do it anyway. It's 1.52 ounces. I'll tell you what, we'll do this one. We'll do this one even cheaper than 35. Starting bid, $50. Just so you can see. $1.52 ounces, Troy. So if anybody was interested, that's below $35 an ounce for a pour. I think that's a pretty good price. And then we'll do a giveaway soon. As a matter of fact, let me try to find some of those. Oh, here, we got a couple here. Ooh, this next one's gonna be nice too. Now, I got some quarters and dimes here. Nobody at 50? That's surprising. Seven Stacks comes in at 50. Appreciate you. And we'll get this going. Going once. Going twice. What was it? 1.5? What? And this is a non-applicable serial number. This is just one of those pours. Last call. $2.10 comes in at 51. So we're going to start over once. Going once. I'll try to do this somewhat quick though. Going twice. Last call. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. I did it, guys. I did it. 210 stacks at 51. Appreciate you. get this weight. It's 1.5 something. 1.52. 1.52 bar toned. And that is a fine silver bar that's toned. So, one last look. It's got a little bit of ripples, cool colors on the edges, and it's got a stamp right there that's 3/9 fine. Ten stacks, put that there. Now let's do a giveaway because I need to run out the room for a couple minutes. What do you guys like? What do you guys like? What are you into? I got some silver dimes here. You guys like silver dimes? I keep giving away all my quarters, man. I'm like running low on quarters. I do have a Merc here. A couple Mercs. Or do you like the Roosevelts? I never did check these dates. I was trying to look for like double dates. That way I could give away those. I don't have a whole lot of dimes, to be honest. But Joseph Lopez, are you the one that did another video? Because I know I heard somebody talking about that the other day. But I wasn't sure who it was. I never saw anything like with a mention from me. So I don't know if that was you or not. I know Seven Stacks did a shout out video, which was awesome. I appreciate that. Here, I want to put this in something, but we're just gonna. We've got a silver dime here. Man, it's already almost 10 o'clock. Damn. So we got this 4-leaf clover. It looks a little dirty, but that, and I'll put this in a flip at some point. This is a 1950, what is it? 56 D. So we're going to do a giveaway for this. That was you? I'll have to check that out. Sorry, I didn't see it. Time flies when you're selling silver. I know, I need to be faster, so I'm selling more. I only got 4 things written down. Or 5. Oh, did you? I didn't even see that. All right, awesome. I appreciate that. We're going to take a break, and then I'll come back in a couple minutes. So we're going to give this one a couple minutes here. All right. I'm back. S.T.O.P. Hold on, how many people we got here? 14 people, and we only got a few numbers. $60. I see 54. Carol Clark. Right? Carol 54. Yep. Sweet. I'm going to send this out with the other one that you forgot to claim. I've been holding on to it for you because I knew at some point there'd be something else coming to you. So you got that and a quarter, I believe. Yeah, your quarter. So make sure you email me and claim it so that I remember. Awesome. All right, I know Native's waiting for something. We're gonna do something big real quick because I know he was liking this one. So we're gonna get into the big boy, which I almost don't even want to sell this. I'll be honest with you. I kind of want to keep it. Look at that. Huh? Huh? Look at this thing. I was so afraid I was gonna break it. I might do the next one in copper and then make copies of the copper. That way I don't have to keep using the original. Let me get a C.O.A. here. 3.92. And this is a prototype. And I like this because it's something I personally found. So it's something I'm going to do more of. That's the original. Now you can see it did get broke off twice, which really pisses me off because I didn't break either one of those. So, but yeah, you can see the tip was actually broke because I guess when they used it, maybe they hit a deer with it or whatever. But it was in Washington, D.C., inside the Beltway, but outside of the actual city. 2 foot in the ground, I found this, digging a hole. I was making a 4-wheeler jump. About 10 years ago. So we will put that up. 3.92. Now this one, I'm not going to let it go for but so cheap because I'd rather keep it. I'll be honest with you guys. Carol Clark. Let me write that down. Hold on. Giveaway number 2. Okay. Man, I don't want to go too high, but this is a tough one. I wonder if I should. Starting bid 175. Anything less than that, I'd just rather keep it. I'll be honest. This is a prototype as well. And this was poured in a live stream too. 7 stacks comes in at 175. I have 7 stacks first. Native comes in at 180. Let's look at the other side. Man, I really like this. This is probably my favorite piece I poured in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there'll be a number one. I'm definitely gonna do this again. Serpent, if you want to wait. But you see how I had to build out the edges here to make it look full where they would tie it? Because somebody decided, I'll tell you the story. When I bought this, when I bought this, when I found this, I brought it into the warehouse because I was right outside of my work, and there was power lines next to, and that's where I would ride, next to the warehouse. And I brought it in, and dude, I put it in his hand, and he like jumbled it in his hand, like I thought he was doing it on purpose, and dropped it, and this chip fell off. No, it was this chip. Then I go on vacation, and when I come back from vacation, somebody had been messing with it, and this chip fell off because I had it still at work. And then I brought it home after that. I was like, man, these freaking people. So that's the best I could get it to original because I do remember what it looked like at first. But man, I was so mad about that. So we got native at 180 going once. And I'll go back and look at the live stream and get the date because I'm going to wait to put these dates because I like to do it when I actually make it, you know. Yep, $6 for shipping unless it gets big where I got to put it in a box. And then we'll go to $10. But I'll let you know. So if you want to pay $6 for anybody that's listening and bidding, it's $6. But if I send you an email saying that we're up to the $10 to the box, just to make sure everything's shipped nice, um, just add another $4 later. Whatever's easier, we'll figure it out. Going twice. Yeah, if somebody else is paying, just make sure that you let me know in an email so that nothing gets confused. I understand that I don't have all the different payment methods. So I'm willing to work with you guys, whatever you guys want to do. It's cool. Just make sure I know what's happening. Last call. Snipers get ready. Actually, I do got to start it over if you snipe. So if you're going to snipe, do it now. That way I can start over and then we'll snipe from there. But other than that, it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Native Warrior for 180. Awesome. I appreciate you. I think that's an amazing piece. I almost started the bid at 200, I'll be honest with you. But I wanted to try to keep it as cheap as I could go. It's all about trying to get my name out there for these first few. I keep saying that, but it's not really about the money. It's about getting people pieces that I know they like. So I'm glad you won that. Very cool. I have to say that probably is definitely my favorite piece tonight. Just don't forget to email me. And then you guys want to get back. Let's get back to this because I did this earlier. This was the one that Silver Oceans bought when it was just a half. It wasn't even a full ounce. This one is definitely an ounce. I don't remember how much more. Let's try to be quick here. And I did stamp. No weight, but I got that 3/9 fine on it. And this is 1.24. tell you what, we'll do this one a little bit. We'll start this on the cheap side. We'll do 45 on this one. That was around like 35 an ounce because it's 1.24. And it is the prototype of this one. By the way, I do sign the bottom there, and I put the date, and obviously metal, I'll write that in there too, but I did these in live stream, so I want to make sure I write the right date down, but I was last minute trying to get everything together. Serpent Silver comes in at 45. Appreciate you. I'm going to try to get this going a little bit faster because I have stuff everywhere and we really haven't done a whole lot, and it's already 10 o'clock. And we're going to do some more giveaways too, so. Man, sold on the, damn it, on the spearhead. You know, you have an idea and you really want things to work, and then you forget every single freaking time. Come on, man. Not every single time, but JB comes in at 46. So we're going to start over with the going once. Going twice. Last call. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. JB at 46. Appreciate you. For the skull. Here's another one that I really like. And I will weigh it for you guys so that you can see what it weighs. Because you can't trust the stampage. You got to make sure it's on. And 7 Stacks knows every now and again there might be an error stamp. So right now I have 2.5 prototype. Don't pay attention. That's my hands. My hands are making it because it's shiny. When you touch it, it gets a little, see? Any heat makes it look funny. But 2.54 ounces. So just over 2.5. This is also a prototype. And with these, what's going to happen with these is I'm going to do, man, I messed up my wording there. With these, I'm going to do more, and they will be thick. I'm going to try to get them in between 2 to 2.5. You can see I put the prototype there, but it got a little messed up. This is an awesome piece. I'll tell you what, we'll even take this one a little bit down. We'll start this one at 95. 2.5 ounces. Poured silver. You're not going to get a buffalo that looks that awesome in 2.5 ounces any other way. I think 95 is a great starting bid. Liberty Bleeds Silver, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I made those myself. I've actually done every design myself. But yeah, so that's the front, and then that's the back. I did. I wrote prototype. Prototype 2.54999FS. And like I said before, I'll go back and find the date because I did this in a live stream. So I'll sign the bottom and I'll write, you know, the date in there. What should we call this? The Buffalo. What should we call this? Buffalo. Dang. I don't want to say round. Yeah, we'll call it a Buffalo round. 2.54 ounces. Let me show you the back again. Stamped up. One of my favorite designs. All right, Native, I appreciate that. I'm going to be doing a couple spearheads, or not spearheads, but arrowheads soon too. Definitely going to be more of this type of thing. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take it down to 90. We'll start this one at 90. Let's go. Somebody wants it for 90. It's like $35 an ounce. Come on. If not, I'll pull it. We're not going to leave this up long. No, not tonight. I don't have any made, but I'm saying in the future I will be pouring some of those. Yeah, somebody's got to bid to have a sniper, though. If nobody bids, I'm going to pull it. I'll put in last call. If it'll get a bid, I'm going to pull it. Which for that price, I'll keep it. I mean, it's all good. I was trying to hook y'all up. But it's all good. I might put that in my deep stack, to be honest with you. What do you mean, the starting bid, Michael? If you want to do that, that'd be awesome. Because it's really making this go by a lot slower. I haven't even got to any coins or anything yet. That'd be cool. I can say what it is and you just type it in. Joseph Lopez, if you sent it already, maybe I need to go back through some emails. I don't know. I wasn't doing any kind of like giveaways or anything for this one. That was on the last one. So I don't know if you're thinking about like that kind of thing. But if you pick up something, I'm going to send you a little extra for doing that. I appreciate it. Regardless. All right, pulled. Damn. I can't believe that. You get surprised every now and again. I'd have been all over that. All right, here's a nice one. Here's one that you guys are really gonna like. Let's put up the Griffin. Let's see if anybody's interested in this. 3.10. This is a prototype as well. So yeah, Michael, what I would do is like type in 3.1 OZT and then starting bid. Let me figure out what that's going to be. I'll tell you what. I hope I don't regret this, but I'll start this at 125. Look at this thing. 3.10 ounces. This is some of my best work so far, I'll be honest with you. The detail is amazing. $125. There you go. Liberty Bleed Silver. What do you mean? Like you can't afford it right now? If you want to bid, I'll give you a week to pay me. How about that? If that's what you're talking about. All right, Native Warrior. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Remember, though, I'll still be doing some giveaways throughout the night. We'll be going for at least another couple hours. There is only 12 of us in here. Well, of you. Then that means there's going to be 11. Well, now there's 13. It's always up and down. Anyway, starting bid is 125 on this if anybody's interested. I'll put in last call. And then we're going to pull it. Man, I spent all day trying to make this thing nice, too. There was a few of them, but trying to get everything ready. And pulled. I'm not going to waste a bunch of time. We're going to be in and out with these things. We got to get it going. Here's one that somebody was telling me about. We were talking about it in a live stream. It says I heart you on it. I hammered it. because this is one of those pours that you can, or one of the molds that you can buy. It's pretty cheap. And so I hammered it flat because I thought it would look cool, and you can see the hammered marks in it. So we'll put this up. I'll do a good price on this. And I'm probably scaring y'all with some of these, but 2.05. Where did the Griffin go? Hold on. How about 70 bucks? That's pretty close to spot. It's over 2 ounces. 2.05. Last time I checked, spot was like $30.50, something like that. Seven stacks comes in at 70. Appreciate you, Seven. That's a cool piece in the light too. I never thought about trying to stamp these or hammer these before, but I kind of like that look. I think the next one I do, I'm probably going to hammer all the way around the edges. The problem is I didn't try it with this one because how do you hammer in there? You know what I mean? But I have to figure something out. I can find some kind of tool. And that's the original stamp before I started hammering on it. Going once. Oh, that was you that told me to hammer it? I knew somebody said hammer it. Don't feel like you have to do that, though. Please. You can take that bid back. Don't feel like you have to do that because you mentioned something. Please, don't do that. Sold. Michael, you're going too fast. It's going once, going twice, last call, then sold. If you just type it in, I'll take care of the rest. You talking about this? Liberally bleed silver? Last cast. Never mind. Sorry, I was reading something. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Probably still gonna need that. Thank you, Seven. Oh. Backing stuff over. Alright, let's get to this. Here, I got a couple more things. We'll do a couple of these pours, the new pours, and then we're going to start getting into some coins and stuff if you guys are into that. So this 3.79. Let's make sure that that's right. 3.79. This is pretty cool. This was a cigarette lighter holder that I pressed down in the sand like halfway. This is the prototype. We can start this at 150. Antiqued as well. So I was calling this the Day of the Dead totem. That's the only certificate of authenticity I actually wrote up today. Thank you, Liberty Bleed Silver. I appreciate that. I'll be doing something in a few weeks. As a matter of fact, my birthday is mid-June. So I might do something around my birthday anyway. If not that weekend, then the weekend after. That top nose, earlier I was because you what you do is you antique it and everything gets really dark, and then you take a wire wheel to it and you clean everything up to make it shine again. And I took the nose out, and there was like the other noses were dark and that one was kind of not dark. So I took a toothpick and took some of the liver of sulfur and was like kind of poking it into that hole, and it actually worked out perfect. Yes, I'm a Gemini. So there is two of me. I got that multiple personality thing going on. I mean, not literally, but you know, if you know about Geminis, there's two of you. All right, I'm gonna pull it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna start going live on Instagram and TikTok, and then Clapper too. So whatever doesn't sell here, I'm gonna go there, and then if it doesn't sell there, I'll come back here one more time. If it doesn't sell, I'll melt it. I think that's gonna be the new plan from now on. So this one, somebody has to buy this. Please buy this because this thing means a lot to me. I'm just gonna say it. My grandmother had the cross. This was hanging on her wall. We went to her, she passed away in 2020, and we went to her place afterwards to clean everything out, and she had a cross hanging on the wall with the praying hands kind of in the middle of the cross. And I've been looking at it for years now, wanting to do something with it. And so I ended up drilling out the rivets that were holding this to the cross. And you can kind of see where that was. But this is a prototype. This is the first one. I'm going to make more. I have family members that actually probably want. I know at least one family member that wants one. But so that's 1.6 ounces. Um, you know, hold on. What is this? 1.6. I'll start this at 60. I think it's a good price. I'll keep it. Actually, I'll gift it to a family member for less than that anyway. So I think 60, I'd be okay with that. But this is an awesome piece and a part of my family from my late great grandmother. I almost said her name, but I don't want to put that out there. Tuli Tuli's at 60. Thank you, Tuli Tuli. I appreciate that. This piece means more to me than any others. 1.6. It was actually 1.6. It might have even been 1.69 now that I'm thinking about it. But here, why don't we weigh it? I stamped at 1.6. 1.67. Oh, I do need to show you too. The bottom wasn't stamped perfect. You see, I hit it over here first, and then I realized that I was kind of on the thin part, and I didn't want to bend it. So I had to go over with it. So it's kind of like a double stamp there, but it's still there. It tells you what it is. There's a little bit of pitting right there in like the middle finger. But other than that, it's pretty good. I was gonna tone it or antique it, but I kind of wanted it to look like the original. The original is a little bit darker, but it's pretty close. Tuli Tuli's at 65 after 7 stacks came in at 62. So we're gonna go once because I should have probably did this already. No, it's not bronze. I don't know what it is. It might. I don't know if it's aluminum. I'm not sure. It's kind of heavy though. It looks like silver, but it's like a little bit darker. So yeah, a little story about the past couple years. You know, like my best friend passed away. First of all, I lost my career. My best friend passed away, and then my grandmother passed away like 2 months later, and it kind of sent me into this place that I needed to do some work to better myself. And then, the following year it was my stepdad and my grandfather and then my other best friend. So it was a lot of loss going on in my life in 2020, 21, and even 2022. So that's why I took a break from YouTube and was kind of trying to find myself again, really. I was pretty broken back then. And you know, climbed my way out of it and got better on my own. No rehab, no 12-step programs or Prozac, no therapists or nothing like that. I was in a place where I needed to really kind of do some rethinking about life and try to get better because I was drinking every day and it was just bad. And that's when I came back to YouTube. So that's what this means to me because I went through a pretty tough time and by myself climbed my way out of it with the love of my family. But no professional help. Just did the damn thing, for lack of a better word. So that's my story, and that's why these mean so much to me because finding this in her place and that being so much of the heartache that I had for a while, along with my friend, and being able to put it into something like putting my hands to work to make something like this. It's very cathartic for me. So that's why this means so much, because it's just, even making the piece, it meant a lot to me. So I appreciate you guys bidding. Toolie Toolie's at 70. Thank you. I'm not explaining this because I want you to bid me up or anything. That's not what this is about. I'm just, I'm an honest guy, and I'm always gonna say what it is. But that's the story behind it. Yeah, grieving's tough, man. I'll be honest. I never really lost anybody in my life. I lost my aunt when I was about 16, and my great grandmother, then my grandfather, my other grandmother, and every time it was tough. It was, like a punch in the gut. But to lose my career, my best friend, and my grandmother within like a 3 month span, it was like a slap in the face, a kick in the gut, and a stomp on my foot. You know what I mean? Like, life wanted to kick my ass, and it did for a little while. I'll be honest. But I climbed out of it, and I'm where I'm at today, and decided to make changes and to be better in every aspect of my life. And I'm positive now every single day. I do certain things to be that dude. And here I am talking. I'm not putting in the things. Sorry. But yeah, this is just one of those pieces that means a lot. I'm not gonna keep talking about it anymore. But you guys know. Those of you that have been here for the past 3 months, you know the story. When I first came back, that's what I talked about. Why I took a break for 2 years from YouTube, from all social media, really. How does sniping work? So basically, by the time I say last call, I'll start it over one time if somebody's before the last call. After last call, I'll count it down: five, four, three, two, one, sold, and sell it. So now that it's last call, I'm going to type in sold. I'm going to say five, four, three, two, one, sold. Sold to Tuli Tuli for $70. Thank you. This is definitely a piece close to my heart. I'm calling this the praying hands. And this was poured in a live stream as well, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I think I had it ready and then I poured it live. What did I say that weighed? 1.67. I want to write down the exact weight. Yeah, 1.67. Sometimes I'll stamp 1.6, but if it's extra, I'll write it on the serial number. And this is, or the C.O.A. This is a prototype. So I'm going to sign the bottom, obviously. And then the date from whenever that live stream was, I'll figure that out and then I'll put that on there. So that's what the C.O.A. is going to look like. Thank you. That's not going in your safe. Does that mean it's going on your desk? Because that would be cool. Somewhere where you can look at it every day. That'd be really cool. I'd like that, if that's what you mean. It's going by your bed. Awesome. All right, so I got this one from before. I put it in the tumbler a little bit more today, but I stamped it. So 3.49. If there's any drummers out there, this is a Zildjian cymbal. That's what I play. In case you think I'm joking. All Zildjian, baby. That was a keychain that I got from somewhere. I don't even know where. But it was a keychain, but it was really thin. So I took a couple. You know those tongue depressors that you get from like the doctor wants to look at the back of your throat. So there was 3 of them, and then I did 3 the other way, glued them together, and then glued it to the keychain to make it nice and thick. So it's 2.5 ounces. Now, somebody passed on this, or everybody passed on this the last time, but try to make it somewhat cheap today. Why is this not working? Hold on, 2.5. We'll start this one at $90. Oh no, hold on. I went backwards on that. Michael, you can change that to 85. Starting bid 85. I was rounding the wrong way. It was tricky too with that hole. I had to make sure I glued enough underneath to where you would still see the hole, but it was like an indent. So that was a little tricky. I have a feeling like the guitars are one thing, but cymbals, this is going to be a tough sell, I think. I might just have to put this in my personal collection. Because if you're not a drummer, why do you want a Zildjian cymbal? Like, I get it. Ping it? Ping it with what? You want a ping test? I'll give you a ping test. I'll give you a ping test, big boy. Yeah. You can kind of hear it a little bit. There's a little bit of a think, but not really. I do got a pocket pinger somewhere, but that thing's going to sound like a thunk. It's so thick. I still got to give one of those away, man. I bought a couple of those so I could give one away. Yeah, Liberty Bleed Silver. I'll send you, just email me so that you remind me. I got a lot going on when it comes to that stuff right now. But if you email me, I'll get back to you. I'll send you a picture. No problem. So we are going to pull this one. I'll give you another second. There you go. Pulled. But yeah, if you think she might be interested. I also have some music cymbals. Are you guys into this sort of thing? I've had these since the beginning, since the first auction. 1.48 ounces here. And 2.4 ounces here. Should I do a double? Should we try to just do both at once? Would you guys be into that? 2-for-1 special. Who likes music? Give me a thumbs up if you like music. I mean, who doesn't like music? It doesn't matter what kind of music. These are pretty cool. This is 2 separate C.O.As, but I've had these for a while now, and I'm kind of overlooking at them. So we got 3.88 ounces. I'll tell you what, we'll do both of these one time. Today's special. 130 for both of them. You can't beat that. 2.4 ounce and 1.48. Almost 4 ounces. These were actually my daughter's. You know how you can make ice? I guess it's either ice or you can put hot glue in it and make whatever piece. That's what I did with it. Michael, what did I say? Where you at? I forgot. Oh, 140. There you go. Two for one special. Come on. Come on, guys. Somebody wants it. Are y'all more into coins? There's 16 of you in here. Let me know what you're into. If you're not into the pours and you want to go to coins, we can do that too. Tex Coin, good evening. Yes, I sold the spearhead. Not the griffin. Do you want me to put that back up? 4-leaf clover button. What's that? Oh, no. I haven't done that yet either. I haven't put that up at all. So we can do that if you want. But I still have the griffin. And nobody bid on the griffin. Can you believe that? I was a little surprised, I'll be honest. The griffin is 3.10 ounces. I did write that up, actually. And the Day of the Dead totem pole nobody bid on either. I will be making guitars. I don't have any tonight, but I will be making more. I got to do number ones, and then I have a number 3 of the rest of them. I have this right here for 140 though. 2 for 1 special, man. 2.4 and 1.48. Some of my original pours. This is in that first kilo that I poured. So we are going to pull. We're going to pull it. Man. You know, it's funny because like you do things that you really like and you think other people are going to like it. And sometimes they don't. And it's heartbreaking. I'm just messing with you guys. I know that not everybody's into what I'm into. Are you into the griffin? Look at this thing, man. Look how I toned it. I only stamped the 3/9 fine because it bends. It's kind of thin. But it's 3.1 ounces. I don't remember what I put it up for, but I think it was like... I don't remember. I think it was 130. We can go to 125. JB's got 125. We can start this at 125. I tell you, when I pulled this out the sand, I was like, damn. I think I might have outdid myself a little bit. I was pretty happy. Now, it's not perfect all the way around. There is a little bit on the edges, which happens with pours. I could have sanded it down all the way if I wanted to, but you're just taking away weight when it looks good anyway, you know? So I didn't worry about making it all flat. So JB's at 125. So the Griffin, this is a Buffalo Boyan piece. He was on TikTok and he's awesome and does really cool pieces. And I asked him if he had any things that he wanted to sell, molds, and he sold me like 10 different molds, and this was one of them. And then so I poured it, and then today I toned it, and I actually had to take a toothpick and go back in because down there, like in that couple spots in here, it really wasn't dark enough. So, but yeah, that's the story. Going once. So we got JB at 125. We got 26 likes, man. I would love to see 30. When we get to 30, we're going to do another giveaway. Going twice to JB for 125. And if you guys want to bid 126, that's fine. It doesn't have to be $5. We're going to do a last call, and then we're going to do a sold. Last call, and then SOLD. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold for 125 to JB. Tex, what was the other one you were talking about? The 4-leaf. The toner. The amazing toner. You can put that up. This almost got melted. This is one of my original pieces too. 1.91. I wish the camera would do this justice, but it's not. But you can see there's some blues, some purples. Pretty cool piece. In my opinion. I almost melted it down, then I decided to tone it, and the toning was really cool, so we went with it. Man, like how can you even... I guess I have to just hold it like this, huh? So it's almost 2 ounces. I'll tell you what. We'll start this one at 65. Emerald Coast Stacker, what's up? Invisible River Ranch, hello. I was wondering if I was going to see you. Tax coin comes in at 65. Appreciate you. I wish there was a way to like prop this up where you could like really look at it good. By the way, I got a 2021 Eagle if anybody's interested. 2 of them. Yeah, that still sucks. Well, what are you going to do here? Maybe I should just hold it. This is one of those cool pieces that if you don't move it around, you don't see how cool it is. Especially on the back. Going once. Yeah, this is one of my original pieces. This was probably one of the first times I tried to like tap the side to see if it would move a little bit. Instead of like just letting the torch blow on it, which I didn't figure that out until later. Last call. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Who was that? Oh, come on. What is this thing doing? Yeah, text. That's what I thought. Okay. 65 to text coin. Appreciate you. Calling it the Clover round. Which, by the way, I'm going to do another giveaway later for this 4-leaf clover I found the other day. See, this is actually 8/9/22. This is when I poured that one. Sold. Damn it. I'm always going to mess that up. All right, well, we're probably overdue for a giveaway. Let's do another giveaway. We'll do the same as last time. You guys like the clover. We just did a clover. So let's give this away. It sucks it went brown on me. I stuck it in the thing before it was already dried, all the way dried out, so kind of screwed up a little bit, but we'll do that with a silver dime, a 1947. Is that a decent giveaway? Yeah, so what I do is I find them, I bend it because obviously this stalk, I can't, whatever that's called, that's going straight down. So I try to bend it and get them all, without breaking them. I sit it down on something flat and then I put like a box or something on top of it. The problem was the box I had on top of it was so big, it couldn't breathe at all. So usually they'll stay green and just dry out. But because I put it in this, there's actually two here. You can see it's got and that was the first time I'd used these inside ones. These are like twice as thick as the normal ones I was using. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but either way, that's what happened. But yeah, went a little bit brown on me, but that's a big one, man. Today, listen, I knew these were dark, and I was like, man, I gotta find some new ones, right? So I go out into the yard, and imagine being my neighbor, right? So I'm out in the yard, hunched over, looking in the ground, trying to find a 4-leaf clover. But do they know I'm looking for a 4-leaf clover? They're like, why does this dude keep staring at his ground? And then I went through the whole front yard because I have clover everywhere. I went through the whole front yard. I went in the side yard. I kept looking for like an hour for you guys and I couldn't find any more. So these are actually from about a week ago. But it's pretty funny. My neighbors are like, dude, this motherfucker's crazy. He just stands out there for hours looking at the fucking ground. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Look at these crazy sons of bitches. Like we always do, pick a number 1 through 100. Let me pick that number first, and then I'll tell you guys to go. Closest without going over, unless nobody is under, and then we'll pick the closest from above. But I am going to go burn one, so I'm going to let you guys do that for a minute, and I will be right back. Did I hit go? Did I hit it? Oh, hold on. There you go. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Now let's see who won. STOP. Great Scott, what's going on? $79. Oh, Tooley, right on. That's what I'm talking about. Congrats. That's my birth year, by the way. And I will put that in a flip. Go number 3. All right, so what are you guys into? You want to go to some coins? You want to do some pours? I want to put this up because I did this a while back and I was hoping that somebody would pick this up because it's kind of a bigger pour. And nobody's seeming to really be interested in this. So I might end up melting this down. I could use 3.8 ounces. It's actually 3.84, but I stamped it 3.8. I'll tell you what. We'll start this at 130. That's a hell of a good price. Thanks, Michael. Why is this not working? Come on. Dude, this calculator is not working. That's $33.85 per ounce for a sand cast. Can't beat that. I've been kind of pushing things kind of more to the $40 range per ounce, just so I can make a little bit of money. Trying to get some shot. I was smoking in the bathroom at 79. I guess I wasn't a spark, but it wasn't long since I was a spark. Did you guys know that when you're conceived, from the first day that you were born, well, not born, but the first day you are in the womb, there's a spark in the womb? That's interesting. So your life starts with light. I know football is one of those things where, like, you either love it or you hate it. I loved it for a while, and then I hated it for a while, and now I'm kind of liking it again because the Ravens, that's my team. They were doing good this year, and I actually watched every game. But, yeah. I'm pro-life and pro-football. Well, there you go, 130. I mean, that's good. You can't beat it. And guess on where I stand. I'm pretty sure, Spokane, we know what's up. By the way, thank you. I got your mail in today. Appreciate that. As a matter of fact, let's look at that. Since you're here, damn, where'd I put it? What the hell? I thought that was in here. I got stuff everywhere, guys. Man, I want to show it because I really like your stuff. Damn, you know what, Spoke? I think it might be upstairs. And I'm downstairs. But I love the magnets, man. I wanted to show those off. What the hell? It's somewhere around here. But yeah, those magnets, especially the cross magnet, I really like that one. Anyway, we'll pull this. I got a cross here. This was kind of a mess up, but I really like it. I think it looks pretty cool. This is not a numbered piece. This is kind of almost like an error, but I really like this. I tell you what, we'll buck and go. If anybody's interested, buck and go on this. I think this is a really cool piece. This was one of those ones I was kind of keeping. What happened? You might buy what? What are we talking about? Can you see the football? Yeah, hold on. We're gonna start this. I'll go back to the football. Buck and go on this one. This is a serial number NA, non-applicable, because actually, you know what? I could probably even call this a prototype because it was the first one I did that was weird. And then I was like, oh crap, I messed that up. And then I started to do the other ones. And Spokane has, what do you have, number 3? The weight is probably some, 0.86. 0.86 troy ounces. I'll bring the football back up and then we can do like a, I can do a bid on that if you're interested. Oh, we got some bids. So we got, oh, Spokane came in at 25 right off the bat. Hell yeah, appreciate that. 7 Stacks is at 27. Tuli came in at 30. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, this was one of those ones I'd been kind of holding on to. I like it. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like the heart of Christ is right here. Yeshua, as they say. As I say, anyway. Oh, 7 Stacks is at 33. Oh, Tuli's at 35. Yeah, it does kind of look like wood too. I agree with that. All right, let's get this going here. Going once. Going twice. Last call, and after last call, there will be a sold. We do start over. So, after the last call, actually, you know what? Let's just do it. Last call. Well, now Serpent's in. 36. 37, Thule. All right, let me just start over. Going once. Now, this is it. Snipers, get ready. Going once. Going twice. And after I do last call, I count it down from 5. Last call, SOLD. And then we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold. Oh, I did it. I did remember. Couldn't see it, but. Thule at 42. Awesome. You never know what's going to sell. I wouldn't have thought that would have went for 42. That's really cool. Thank you guys. This is one of those pieces I kind of held on to because I personally I liked it. I thought it was so different. And it's not perfect, you know. Look, it's all wonky on one side. But isn't that all of us? Isn't everybody a little bit off every now and again? We're all human, and we all have the ability to be great. That's kind of what I get from this. So even though we're not perfect, we still can make it happen. I got too many sheets of paper here. Congrats, Thule. I got to write a C.O.A. up for that one. And then, what else we got? Are you guys into Batman, a Stormtrooper, or a Mandalorian? Because I do still have those. I also have the Buffalo round that I did. That's 2.5 ounces. Look at that sucker. 2.5 ounces. Prototype. Just a big old buffalo. I put it up and everybody passed. It is what it is. Also, I want to show this. The Day of the Dead bar. That was passed. This is 3.79 ounces prototype. And then the football. Yes, the gavel's in play. And this is over 2 ounces on this one, man. And it cleaned up really nice, too. I actually lost some sand right here and thought, well, I guess I'll just grind on it for an hour, which I did have to do. But this is actually a little over an ounce. So it's like 2.05, I think. So we'll do that at the end of the night. So, what was the football? Michael, if you're interested in this football, buy it now, 30 bucks. I mean, 130. 130. If anybody's interested, bid 130 on the football. Yes, Tully, you definitely need to join the Gavel Club. Spokane, you have number 1, right? Nobody? Didn't somebody just ask about that? I'm confused. Are you guys into the Ripple bars? I still have these. If I don't sell these tonight, I'm probably going to melt them down. 3.73. It has a skull and crossbones. It was the first time I tried to use that. $3.73. $130 if anybody's interested. Yeah, I think I had the prototype that I sold at an auction, and then you wanted one, so I made it number 1, and then this is number 2. So you can get the football or a really awesome bar. This is a cool bar too, man. It's so chunky. I mean, when you hold this in your hand, what is it? What don't you like? Is it the CC? Should I not put a CC on there? All right, we'll pull this one. And then I'm going to show you the other one. Because I got to put them up. Because I really don't want to melt them, but at the same time, it is what it is. This one's 1.4. Pretty cool pour lines, if I do say so myself. This does not. $115. I think that's the cheapest I've done yet for this. $115. 3.4 ounces. Come on. Chunkers. I know you guys like the chunkers. I don't know why y'all are faking tonight. You waiting for the coins? I still haven't put any coins up. I got some really nice coins, some expensive coins too, if you're interested. I've even got, oh, the Year of the Mouse. I was going to put that up and do it a lot cheaper than I have been because I'm kind of tired of looking at it. Yeah, I hear that, Spokane. I know. It only takes like a week or two for that to kind of, as long as spot stays over 30, I feel like everybody should be kind of getting back into the swing of things. Everybody gets scared for a little while. But once they realize that there's a new bottom, if that's what there is, I think about 2 weeks. If we stay above 30 for 2 weeks, we should be kind of back to normal somewhat. But yeah, that's why I was kind of starting to do some of the collectible stuff, because that's always going to be... Wait, where did I put that other one? Oh. That collectible stuff is always going to be what it is, you know? So people are more inclined to buy like this sort of thing. So this is the QE to Infinity. The Awakening. 5 ounce. This is the first one. I got 380 on here because that's the cheapest you could find it anywhere. Actually, I think 380 was even cheaper than what I could find it for. I'm so tired of looking at this. If you guys are interested, I'll start this out at 300 right now. I think that's pretty close to what I paid for it. If anybody's interested, let me know. All right, what do you want? Some Morgans? I'll put some Morgans up. I got some peace dollars too. I don't have any Halloween 1 ounce vintage bars though. That is cool. I do like that. Yeah, it's a 5 ounce. This is the first one in the series. I'd be surprised if you could find one for under 400, to be honest. Especially right now. Any odd weight vintage bars? No. I don't really have anything like that unless it's my own. I got plenty of my own that are odd weights, but I never really got into the vintage bars, to be honest. I like them. I've always wanted to, but kind of, 2020 was a tough time. 2021, I got back into it a little bit. 2022 was a tough time. So it's been like this back and forth kind of. I like to do certain things, but I don't at the same time pull the trigger. So, but I do love all that stuff, man. I really do, but I don't have any. I don't, not odd weights. Now I do have some vintage 1 ounce bars that are pretty awesome. So if you don't like that one, this is the second one in the series. The Liberty. This is 240 is what I have on this. And I can't go any lower than probably 210 because I think I paid 210 for it, to be honest with you. But if anybody's interested, starting bid 210 because I love you guys, man. I want you, see, I don't want to have to sell this stuff to a coin shop or melt it down. I'd rather it go to the community. So that's why I keep putting up some of this stuff for probably cheaper than I should, but it is what it is. The next one's going to be crazy, but I know nobody's really necessarily going to be interested either because it's one of those specialty pieces that if you're not into that kind of stuff, you're probably not going to want to pay that for it because it's small. It's a 1/2 ounce. But you'll see. All right, I'm not going to leave this stuff up long. I'm just going to throw things up there and see if you guys are into it. If not, I might do some Buck and Go stuff in a couple minutes here too. So look, this right here, Year of the Mouse. I was looking these up. They're 7,150. They're going for $299. So I was trying to sell it for $150. No go. Nobody was interested. And I can open it up for you if you want. I can probably sell it to my coin shop for more than this. But if anybody's interested, actually, it doesn't even have to be, it can be a buy it now. It can be a buy it now, $100. First one to bin. And I can pull it out and show you. I believe it is a 2020. It's colorized, which is even cooler in my opinion. Yep, 2020. Tuvalu, 50 cents. 1/2 ounce. Isn't that cool? I don't know. I really like this piece, but I'm tired of looking at it. I got it for my daughter. She's not really into this sort of thing, so I could buy some shot. You know what I mean? It's kind of how I look at everything now. I want more shot. But this is the case. I've never even taken it off. But it has magnets. So you could actually sit it up on your desk or whatever and look at it every day if you wanted to. Put it in your daughter's room. That's what I was thinking. I put it on my daughter's dresser or something, but she just wasn't into it. Such is life. The things you want your kids to be into, they're just not into. Text coin, are you bidding that? Text, do you want that? Well, now Invisible River Ranch says 100. I saw text first, and I did say bin, so all right, text got it for 100. Congrats. Sorry, Invisible River Ranch. That's an awesome piece. And I'm saying, when I looked it up, I couldn't find one for under 300. So I think you made out right now. I got this it was kind of a bulk. I did an unboxing a few videos back, and it was like a bunch of stuff. And I paid like 400, I think, for everything. And she was like adding extra stuff to it. I think it was like 420 or something like that I paid for all of it. But I looked that thing up and I was like, damn, 300 bucks, what the hell? I didn't even know it was worth that. Just one of those pieces that takes up a lot of room with being a big old box like that. So I'm happy to let it go. All right. So what do you guys want to do? You want to do some coins or some more pours? I do have more pours. I would love to get rid of this one. I've had this one for a while. Bat signal. 9/11/2022 is when I poured this. 2.55. I'm going to make y'all a deal y'all can't refuse. $90. On the Batman. Actually, I think I meant to type in bin 90. Bin 90. If anybody wants it, type in BIN. Oh, and sold on the last one. How many ounces? 2.55. This is a 3D print that I printed a long time ago, years ago. Probably about 2.5 years ago, I 3D printed it and then made a copy. We'll leave it up for a minute and then we're going to pull it. Yep, 2.55. This was one of my early pours. This is probably in that first kilo as well. And I antiqued it too. And pulled. I think I'm going to end up melting this one. Just seems like nobody's really into Batman. I guess that's kind of the test. Any ladies in here? We got any ladies left? I have this. We can do it. I don't put it up very often because I don't like the bottom. The bottom got weird. And this is one of those pieces I wouldn't normally put out, but I had so much time. This is one of my first pieces that I tried to sandcast. This was definitely in that first kilo. This was probably in the first 10 ounces of sandcasting. Because I did some bars and rounds and things, and then I tried to do some sandcasting, and this was like the first 3 that I poured. So, it's cool. If anybody's interested, I'll put it up. But, yeah, it's not perfect. I think it weighs around 3 or 2 something. Yeah, 2.39. $2.39. This is definitely going to get melted. If nobody wants it, it's going to get melted. We'll start this one 85 if anybody's interested. I bought a kilo and did this, the SpongeBob, and what was the other one? SpongeBob, that, and something else. They've already sold, but that was like my first few pours. Oh, 7 stacks is at 85. I appreciate you. I do want to make another one where the bottom is like full. You know what happened was this was a toy. I had to buy 10 of them just to get the one toy. And it's plastic, so like this was all kind of hollow. And I thought pushing it down and then pushing the sand back out, like if you watch my live streams, you know, like if I'm in this and that and I pull it out, sometimes it moves and then you'll try to press it back, but I just didn't get it far enough, I guess. But the sprue came in right here at the bottom, which was even more weird. But yeah, one of those original pieces that I like, but it's not perfect. But there's not going to be many chances to get pieces like this, so. Going once. Because I like it when it looks good. When everything is full. I don't put a lot of pieces like this out. Even with prototypes. Which this is a prototype, by the way. Can't see that. Can't see what? And I did manage to stamp 3 nines fine. I think it's right here, this way. So it's a little goofy on the bottom, but it still stands up, and you can't even really tell. Here, I'll even show you exactly what it looks like. Come on. See, you can kind of see, but it stands up straight. It's one of those pieces that it is what it is, you know, as they say. All right, so going once. Going twice. To 7 stacks for 85. Last call. SOLD. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. That's awesome. I appreciate you. I'm glad this went somewhere because this was a labor of love. It really took me hours to just be able to break this out of the mold and have everything looking good enough to still not have that right. That's like I might even have to write on there. I might have to write a new COA up and write first kilo ever poured because it was a very early piece. Probably the first 10 ounces. I'm not positive about that, but it's definitely in that first kilo. I bought a kilo, then I bought another kilo, then I bought 50 ounces, then I bought 100 ounces. And I know that that's from, you can tell just from, look at it. I mean, it's toned. You see, it's like kind of brown right there. Like this is natural toning. And I've already cleaned it up. I've cleaned it up, I think, twice since I made it. So it's been around a while. So I appreciate that. Thank you. 7 stacks. Yeah, I do need to write a COA out for it. So I'm gonna put definitely I'm gonna put first kilo ever poured. That way you have one of my original pieces that's written on the COA. What do you think about that? You like it? Yeah, the original Lady Stacker. That's what I'm talking about. And I even hit the sold at the right time. All right, so I'm going to show you a few pieces. Is anybody interested in the Marshall stack? 2.41. Just type a Y in if anybody sees something they're interested in. This was one of my earlier pieces too. I did that when I did that first guitar. I did this one next. And then I got this right here. These are definitely some OG pours. Those two are definitely OG pours. The Batman. This was about the time when I was getting that 50 ounces. And then the Stormtrooper. And I can show you the OG part of it because that's the Batman. 7/6/2022. That's the Stormtrooper. 7/9/2022. And I have a Mandalorian. 7/8/2022. So these are some OG pours right here. Some of the beginning. Not as early as what 7 stacks just got, but pretty early stuff. What's the Pew Pew? Let's see what that sucker weighs. It's not much. It's not even an ounce. I'm always on the fence about doing pieces like this because it doesn't weigh a lot, so people don't want to pay that much for it, but you still have all the time it takes to make it. So it's kind of one of those hard pieces that's kind of tough to price out. It's only 0.67. But yeah, I don't think I would sell this for under like 25 bucks just because I know how much time it took me to make it. Mando, is that? Yeah, that's Mando. The CC bar you got, that was this year. That wasn't an older one. No, that was, I have to look because I write a lot of stuff down, but I got to go through my notes. Um, we're in 2024 now. No, yeah, that was an older one, I think. That might have been a 2022 or 2023 as well. because I had those poured and then I ended up toning them later on. That's right. That might have been in 2022 as well. But I have to look back. Once I figure out the dates, I didn't write that down yet, so you'll get the right date on the COA. But yeah, I had like 10 pieces. There's an Instagram post and there's a YouTube video where I had showed me practicing trying to do some toning and get some cool colors. And I think I even did a TikTok on that. But yeah, there were older pours that I just tried to revamp because they were just bars, you know? But anyway, Spokane 25. Oh, you want to start at this? So we'll start that at 25. If anybody else is interested, that's for this. 25. If anybody didn't like, give me another like. We get to 35, I'm going to do a giveaway. JB's at 26. I even got look at the grip. Got the grip all nice and perfect. Because you always have a line that goes down the middle and you got to, file it down forever. There's a little bit of pitting here and there. But like I said, this is one of my original pieces. Very early on. Definitely 2022. If not 2021. To be honest. I gotta look it up. I gotta pull the book out. Yes, this is a prototype. I wanted to do more, but nobody ever picked this one up, so I never tried to make another one. But I do want to try this again and see if I can make it perfect. But it's tough because you know how you see it's different thicknesses. You got the trigger. I brought it in from here and I tried to do it like I think straight down, kind of like that. So it's not an easy pour. And then to get this to fill all the way out is tough. So the whole thing ran through, but going once. All right, sorry. Next time, Ben. All right. I should have probably on these. Oh, Tooley's in at 30 now. All right, we're going to start it over. Going once. All right, now you guys can snipe. Going twice. Spokane's at 31. This is it. Last call. SOLD in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Tooley's at 33. Appreciate you. That's a cool piece. This and that Glock. I did this and the Glock at the same time. This one was in the good flask, and the Glock was in the flask that moved a little bit. So it lined up pretty good. Oh, you were just a little bit late. I didn't see it. That sucks. I'll make more. Hey, if you're interested, I'll make another one. No problem. Then you'll have a number one. And the Glock, I can make another one of those as well. I'm going to make another Glock because I like the Glock, and I know a lot of other people do too. So that will be something in the future. All right, so you guys were talking about Morgans, man. You want a Morgan? How about that? How about we go? Yes, a 1911. I do want to do that as well. You're a Glock girl. You know, the funny thing is, I had a 1911 that I printed, and I could not get the trigger and the trigger guard to fill out. So I could never really do it. And it was big too. It was going to be at least probably 6 or 7 ounces because I had to print it so big just to get the guard to fill out. That's why this little one, I was kind of surprised when it actually filled out all the way, the trigger guard. But yeah, anyway, Spokane, you said you want a Morgan? What kind of Morgan you looking for? Or do you want me to put this up? You want me to put a bin up for this? I'll put a bin price up if you're into it. Because I've been sitting on these for a while. You let me know. That, or this, or the Batman, or this. Let me know. I'll do a bin on any 4 of these right now. If not, we're going to put them aside and see what's up with some other stuff. Maybe we'll get into some coins. What's been on Batman? Let's see. Batman is about 2 ounces. 1.97. Shit. Just under 2 ounces. This is when I was starting to get into the busts. And I 3D printed this too. I printed it and then made a copy of it. Mando. This calculator sucks.